Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to Owsley County, Kentucky. This is Bluegrass Sports Nation. We're here tonight in Booneville, USA, at the Palace here at Owsley County High School. This is BSN. This is Brendan Miller coming to you tonight with my man Casey Allen here on the call. Looking forward to a great one here tonight, folks, here in the 14th region on the ladies' side, as the Letcher Central Lady Cougars, defending 14th region champs, Coach Keith Baker, coming here at 3-3 tonight to Owsley County. Coach Travis Smith at 6-1, All-A champs here just a couple of weeks ago. Should be just a spectacular matchup, Casey. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to this one. When we saw it on the schedule, we knew we had to come.
Oh yeah, when you asked me about coming and doing the game with you, I jumped all over this opportunity. I mean, you've got the last two champs, really. You got the 14th All-A champs for this year, the Owsley County Lady Owls, and the defending KHSAA 14th region champs, the Lady Cougars, coming in tonight. Should be an absolutely instant classic, really. If this game is anything like the JV game was, junior varsity game right before this, we're in for a treat tonight, folks.
I'll tell you what, that JV game, that's the reason we're a little bit late coming on here. We got about 3:40 to the tip here. Great JV game. The Letcher Central Lady Cougars win that one 43-41 in a tight one that went down to the wire, Case.
Yeah, they were back and forth all game long there, and as we were setting up, I kind of got lost in the game myself, just sitting there watching it. Actually the Owls had the lead for the majority of the game, and Letcher just kept plugging along. They tied it, took the lead late in the fourth there, and was able to hold on to a tight margin of victory there. And I'll be honest with you, Brendan, when they put the clock up there and said there was going to be 28 minutes until the varsity game, I was kind of happy because gives everybody time to kind of cool down from that JV game. I know that there was some excitement over there across the way from us from the Letcher County folks.
Yeah, we had some fans that were a little rowdy during that one, so we expect some real energy here in this game. I've seen the Lady Owls play all those games in the All-A Classic this year, an impressive bunch. Grid Senior, got 4 seniors here that lead this group. Lexi Lynch, Kenzie Harold, Mick Johnson, and Amelia Murray. But the star, and not really the star, but the leading scorer for the Lady Owls, Carly Smith, freshman. Coach Smith's daughter, she knocks down some big shots when she has to, and really leads them throughout the game. But then you've got Coach Baker's Lady Cougars here tonight. You've got 2,000-point scorers there in Kaylee Banks and Brooke Bates, who are just excellent players. Covered them a lot last year in the regional tournament and down at Rupp Arena in the state tournament. And Banks and Bates and Lauren Boggs, the 3 Bs, are really excellent basketball players. Got Tori Holcomb, Kiera Couch as well. So we're looking forward to a really excellent ball game here tonight. Hope both teams have their best, and we'll see exactly how it works out. I want to say thanks to Owsley County here tonight. Now, folks, just to let you know, we're doing this stream. This is not our normal production. We're over, and we're not going to have a scoreboard on the screen or a time clock, so we'll keep you updated on those things or ads here tonight. This is just a basic stream, so you can listen to us. You have to. Casey, I think, is a better listen than I am, so he can keep you updated on everything that we do, and we'll go from there. So looking forward to this one. We've got just about a minute here before we get started, and
well, Brandon, this is my first time seeing both of these teams in action this year. I've heard a lot of great things about both teams. I'm sitting there watching them warm up, and I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with how the Lady Owls are shooting the ball in warm-ups. They were knocking down some three-pointers there to get things going, so we'll see if that carries over to the game.
Well, I'll tell you now, we had almost a total disaster here before the game. We were setting up the camera, entire camera, everything goes falling down the bleachers. So we've pieced it back together and ready to go here, folks, for this one. I think I did not have a heart attack, so we did not bring any backup equipment or anything. So we're glad everything's working, and you're here with us.
Yeah, I think you could have heard a pin drop in this gymnasium when that happened.
Yeah,
everybody was like,
just getting ready to get started, and everybody here just watched our equipment go bouncing down the bleachers here. So I think we're ready for the national anthem. We're going to ready to go on that. Let's honor America with the national anthem.
Thank you for helping Owsley County High School maintain a safe environment for our student athletes during this pandemic. Please rise for playing the national anthem.
Have the COVID-19 announcement. And now we're ready for the national anthem. Amen. God bless America, folks. It's Inauguration Day, and whether you agree with it or not, we all celebrate America here today. Starting lineups for Letcher Central: Brooke Bates, Kaylee Banks. Banks 14-3 a game leads. Lauren Boggs Jr. 7.5 a game. Tori Holcomb, number 1, junior, and Kiara Couch as the starters for Letcher Central. And here comes Owsley County. Carly Smith, freshman for the Lady Owls. Amelia Murray, the big gal in the middle, leads them with 7-9 a game rebounds. Mick Johnson is the defensive stopper for the Lady Owls, really D's them up. Lexi Lynch, the do-everything senior for the Lady Owls, and then the lady that stirs the pot and runs the show, Kenzie Harold at the front.
Brandon, I'm excited about this one. We got a close to capacity with COVID here at the Palace, and I'm looking forward to an awesome environment.
Got Chris Ambergy and Benny Campbell out there in control of this one. We're ready to go. Looks like Owsley won the flip, and they'll have the ball to start it out. Now, we're going to try to get our camera positioned here, folks, so if you can tell us what you're seeing out there, we'd sure appreciate it. We got a great camera operator up here. We thank her very much. And here we go. Got Kenzie Harold on the way off to Lexi Lynch. Lynch in the lane up. No good. Pulls down her own. Back up and good. Lexi Lynch first to scratch for the Lady Owls. 2-0. Okay, here comes Brooke Bates in control. Bates standout season last year as a senior this year. Saw from our good friend Ernie Sexton, the 1,000-point scorer, and Bates lets go. No good. Pulled down by Couch on the rebound, back in the lane. Gets it back over to Lauren Boggs. Kaylee Banks on the wing. Banks throws that one away, and it'll be first turnover over to the Lady Owls.
Lady Owls come out in a 2-3 defense, and they're playing aggressively with that zone. Force a turnover.
Holcomb with a little one-lady press there against Harold. Harold breaks it, pulls up off to Amelia Murray from 18, and no good. Pulled down by Bates.
Just looking to push it.
Bates outside. Into Couch in the lane, but she took an extra. Be turned over back to the Lady Owls.
Definitely tell there's a little nerves going on with this big matchup.
Comes Letcher back out with the full court lady-to-lady pressure here. Harold's going to take it herself against Holcomb. Up the sideline, breaks it. On the bounce, back to Murray. Off to Lexi Lynch. Lynch, the top of the key. Takes it, left-handed dribble down the lane against Banks. Up, no good. Kelly Banks pulls down the rebound. And she'll take it herself. Banks kicks it over to Boggs. Boggs in the corner to Bates. Got the 3 Bs. Boggs, Bates, and Banks. And Bates Brooke could not convert on that one. Here comes Carly Smith. Picks up her dribble on the wing. Lauren Bates with some tough defensive pressure. And we've got a...
Okay, and the referee thought that there was a timeout called, but apparently they didn't.
That one, okay. Good job, Benny. Everybody knows Bank in this area. Here goes Lexi Lynch, kicks it back out to, of course, excellent coach of the Wolfe County Lady Wolves softball team. Very successful. Mick Johnson's going to drive on Couch, kicks it over, knocked out of bounds by the Cougars. Stays with the Owls here. 6:07 to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 Owsley County on a Lexi Lynch basket.
Yeah, so far it's been a tightly contested ball game. That's exactly what we expected coming in.
Well, you've got these two teams. You know, both have played Knott Central and both defeated Knott Central by 2 points, I believe. I can't remember the final here. Oh, Boggs down the lane, and she's going to be fouled. Is it going to be on Murray or Lynch? Oh, it's going to be on Lexi Lynch. That's her first. And the first for the Owls. First foul of the game is going to send Lauren Boggs to the line. Boggs with the first. It rolls it in.
Important aspect of any ball game is the free throws, and she did an excellent job driving to the basket to get to the charity strap. Made one. See if she make the second.
Good.
2 for 2. It's 2-2 with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first period, Brendan.
Ooh, nice pass there by Carly Smith to split the double team. Lexi Lynch on the baseline. They're going to kick it back out to Carly Smith. She lets a 3 go. Money.
Wow. Yeah, she was heating up in pregame there, shooting the three-pointers. So
Carly,
not a surprise.
If you watch the All-A championship game here on BSN, hit some huge corner threes down the stretch in that game. Boggs back to Bates. Brooke Bates guarded by Harold down the lane. Oh, and Amelia Murray rejects that one. Here goes Lynch with the baseball pass out to Smith. Turns around, fake up, and Carly Smith. 5 quick ones for Smith.
She's not one that you want to see heat up if you're Letcher County, that's for sure.
Ooh, Kelly Banks, nice move in the lane around Murray, but cannot finish. Here comes Lynch in a hurry. And I think we're going to get a foul on Bates here.
Yeah, you could tell as soon as she got the ball in transition, she was looking to drive there, and excellent job picking up the foul.
I mean, Lynch gets to the basket, and she can contort and score. And had a great All-A. You've got the outside 3 here for Owsley County with Harold, Lynch, and Smith that can go against anybody. You know, I look for these girls to go down to Richmond in the All-A and make some noise. I'll tell you, they can be a quality team. Of course, they were riding high. Hazard comes in and knocks them off last Saturday on a 47-40 here in Booneville. Hazard had not picked up a win on the season, came in and knocked them off. And it's just didn't play real well that day. Kenzie Harold, that one bounces out.
Well, what I was telling Rob the other night was, Breathitt losing in the All-A tournament to Knott County may be the best thing for them going forward, and it may be the same case for that Lady Owls as well. Losing a Hazard like that could send them on to a real deep run in the All-A.
Couch can't convert. Lady Owls on the move in the corner to Smith. Smith pulls it back out, looks for Kenzie Harold, knocked away by Holcomb. Kenzie Harold is the straw that stirs the drink here for the Lady Owls. Active, good defender, and is good in transition. Lynch on the block up. Oh,
man, she can do it all.
By Lexi Lynch.
That's an excellent post move there.
Brooke Bates out top. Lauren Boggs. Boggs to Banks. Banks going to let the 3 go. Oh, man, it looked good from the get-go, but it did not go down. Kenzie Harold with the rib. Here she comes in a hurry. She's going to take it on down the lane up and cannot finish. Here comes Amelia Murray in, tips it, but Lauren Boggs pulls it down for the Lady Cougars, and they're on the run. Boggs takes it all the way to the basket. Oh, stripped by Carly Smith.
High risk, high reward there. I could have went either way with a foul or just off, but I think it was a good job by the referee to let that play on.
Bates in the corner to Holcomb. She lets a three go. No good. And Lexi Lynch gets the rebound along the left-hand side here. She spots an opening, takes it down, and she gets bumped by Banks. And that's going to be foul on Kaylee Banks.
2 out of the last 3 possessions for the Lady Owls. She's drove the basket, picked up a foul. So, that's how deep is the Letcher County Lady Cougars. And that may be a story that we need to keep an eye on later on with this foul situation.
Ellen Witt checking in, a freshman, 3.5 points a game. Into Smith. Tell you, came over here in that semifinal, and Owsley just pressed Breathitt into submission that day with great. Oh, we got a 5-second call. Yep, I looked down and missed that case. What happened?
It was a 5-second call. Yeah, got some people thinking that she might have been grabbed there, but referee seen it a different way. 5-second call, turnover back to the Lady Cougars.
Bates out top, over to Banks. Banks to Boggs. Witt on the wing. Bates goes on the block against Murray. Going to kick it back out to Witt. She drives cross court to Holcomb. Back to Boggs. Kick it into Kaylee Bates on the block. And she's up and good. Little hoop in the arm.
Kaylee's really active on the block.
She
there.
is.
She's
Excellent players.
Yeah.
I mean, 14-3 a game, 8.3 rebounds for the Lady Cougars. That foul's on Murray. Her first.
That inside-out offense, I'm a huge fan of it, and that's exactly what the Lady Cougars are trying to do.
3-point trip for Kaylee Banks. And we're going to have almost a turnover.
Ball stay with the Lady Owls. It looks like Letcher is picking up a full-court press or maybe a man-to-man.
Here comes Lexi Lynch. Lynch on the bounce. Goes against Banks. Banks with the block. Nice play by Kaylee Banks. Great defensive play. And on the baseline, Chris Hamburg, says we're going the other way.
Lady Cougars coming alive here late in the first quarter. It scores 9-5. Lady Owls lead the Lady Cougars.
This, all the talent on the floor here, can definitely be a regional final. Last year, Owsley, the regional up at Letcher Central. Letcher comes out in the 4th meeting of the year with them and not Central, which will likely probably happen again this year, at least a three-time meeting. Oh, we've got a Smith by herself, cruises in for the score. Carly Smith with 7 now in this first quarter of the 11 for the Lady Owls.
Smith going up with a left hand on her layup there. It's the correct hand on that side of the basket.
Yeah, she is well drilled. She gets to live with the coach. So, Carly, as an 8th grader last year, put up huge numbers in that reason. Oh, Lexi Lynch goes for the steal, bounces off right to Banks. Banks is going to go baseline. Lynch tries to trap. Back to Bates. Bates cross. Oh, a little bit of shoulder there. No call. Boggs down the lane, and Amelia Murray with a little deflection on that one. Boggs gets it back, and she's going to be fouled. Looks like that's going to be on Kenzie Harrells. Be her first. Got 2 shots for Boggs upcoming.
Both teams don't mind contact. That's one thing I've noticed. They both are going to go to the lane and try to pick up the fouls and go to the charity stripe to get some easy buckets.
Boggs no good on the first one.
Second one's up. It's good. Bringing your score 11-7, the Lady Owls.
Boggs was just shooting like at 40% on the year. She's 3 of 4 tonight. Kenzie Harold on the move, up and good. Tell you what, these Lady Owls can drive.
Yeah.
They can shoot. They've got quite a bit of offense.
It makes it really difficult to stop. That's for sure. As an opposing coach, do you go zone and try to keep them out the post, or do you go, and they shoot you out of it with the 3-pointer? So what do you do?
14-6 Owsley County here at the Palace in Booneville, USA. Bates Over to Holcomb. Holcomb's going to let the three go high, arching. And rebound, Brooke Bates up and good. She gets her first two of the night. Makes it 14-8. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Cougars battling back here late in this first quarter.
Whip with some good defense. Lynch is going to drive across the lane. Two-stepper up. No, a little bit hard that time. And quite a bit of contact. No call. Here come the Cougars. 38 seconds to go here. Bates is going to fire the three. Looks good. No good, though. Boggs is going to drive it back in the lane over to Holcomb. Bates back down the lane. And she's going to be fouled by Murray. Now that could be a huge factor in this game. Amelia Murray, the lady that's a stopper in the middle. This is number 2 on her early in the game. That'll send Bates to the line for 2. First one's no good. Brooke Bates, senior, 12-7 a game, 5.3 rebounds. So Boggs, Bates, and Banks really stir the drink for as we got Shelby Murray in the game now, and they turn it over. Whit's gonna let it go. No good. Pulled down by Holcomb. Whit back to Lauren Boggs. She's gonna drive down the lane, up, and it rolls off. But it's knocked out from Murray, and we got a tie ball, but goes out of bounds. It's gonna stay with Black.
Stay with the Lady Cougars with 6 seconds left. I've got to be honest with you. I like the fact that the referees are letting them play a little bit and, diving on the floor for balls.
Boggs. Witt's going to let it go. Good. Jalen Witt for the Lady Cougs with a little bit of some momentum here as they close out the first quarter. 14-11 here at the end of the first.
Yeah, the Lady Cougars struggled there at the beginning. They kind of got settled down and started playing some good basketball, and they fought their way back in this ball game. That's two, and that's exactly what we expect. These two heavyweights are just throwing haymakers, and who's going to might be. It may be who scores the last basket wins this one. Who knows?
Well, I've got Owsley County right, but I missed a point there on Letcher, so somebody's got another point. But Owsley, Lexi Lynch with 4, Kenzie Hurl with 3, and Carly Smith with 7 there in that first quarter. So that's 14 for the Owls. You've got Jalen Witt with that big 3 at the end of the first quarter. Had Lauren Boggs 3 out of 4 from the line. Brooke Bates, that's what I missed. Brooke Bates made her second free throw, so that's 3 for her in the quarter, and also 3 for Kaylee Banks. So 14-11 as we get ready for stanza number 2 here in the Palace. Be Letcher Central ball. Folks, and thanks for tagging along with us. Normally we'll have, and we're doing a lot of these alternate broadcasts now because we're just trying to broadcast so many games. We've got all the Breathitt home games, all the Wolfe County home games, lots of Owsley County games. Coach Gary Bowling just asked me when we're coming back over to do a boys game. So this is my, for as far as BSM being the owner, this is our 4th game in 3 nights. We'll have Breathitt and Buckhorn tomorrow night and then 2 games on Friday night. So here Letcher down the middle for Bates, and that one pops off. Going to be rebounded by Harold up to Carly Smith on the baseball pass. Smith and lets everybody regroup here, and we'll set it back up.
Brandon, I'd like to just say thank you again for letting me tag along, man. It's nice to be able to join the broadcast booth again with you guys and help you guys out with these broadcasts. It's been an absolute pleasure and a blast this week.
Folks, Casey was our color man on football last year, and he got uppity on us, had to go to the field and coach at Breathitt County, so good to have him back for basketball. And that one's poked away. Back, Couch looking for Banks. Banks, wow. And that one's blocked by Mick Johnson.
Excellent defense there by the Lady Owls. Possession stays with the Lady Cougars.
Witt's going to inbound on the left block. And Bates is going to let another 3 go, and that one's money. Brooke Bates with the 3.
Got a tie ball game, Brendan.
14-14 with 6:50 to go here in the second quarter. We'll try to keep you updated on the score and the clock. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll have another scaled-down broadcast of Breathitt and Buckhorn at Breathitt. On Friday night, we'll have Breathitt and Jackson girls, and that's girls tomorrow night. Big girls Friday night up on the hill at Jackson City. I think, Casey, you'll be there.
Yep.
I'll be in Campton for the first showdown of the year between Breathitt and Wolfe County. That'll be a full broadcast, folks. So join us every night if you will. Take the time. If you like our streams, give us a subscription on YouTube. We're moving to YouTube from Facebook because of a lot of Facebook's just to be honest with you, folks, it's not a good place to stream games. There's a lot of issues with it. So YouTube, our main broadcast, or simulcast to Facebook and YouTube both. And if we're doing these other broadcasts, we have to pick one of the two. So we stick with YouTube. Got Addison Terry now in for Owsley County. Amelia Murray takes a breather. Terry picks up her dribble. Kenzie Harold in the corner. Gives it off to Shelby Murray. There's Lexi Lynch, toes the line, knocks it down.
3-point basket. 17-14 with 6 minutes left in the half.
Lexi with her first 3 of the game.
She was calling for that shot, calling for the ball the majority of that possession.
Brooke Bates drives the baseline. Gets it back out across the Couch. Couch in the lane. Turns around, no good. Leaves Brooke Bates open again and knocks it down again.
Heat check.
Oh, yeah, she's heating up. It gives her 9 on the game already. Lexi Lynch loses it off of her leg. Oh, they're going to call that. They're going to say that stays with Owsley. Coach Smith wanted the foul.
He wanted the foul, that's for sure. It could have went either way, really.
Using some hockey terms. Okay, here goes Kenzie Harold. Can't stop that. Kenzie Harold with a slash to the basket. Good finisher, too. If you watched her game last night, you saw Ridge Beverly at Perry Central, who made some great finishes at the rim, and Lynch and Kenzie Harold can do the same. Good save off to Boggs. Boggs going to shoot the 3. No good. Kaylee Banks with the rebound and put back for Kaylee Banks.
Just like that, we're tied again.
Harold drives down the lane. He's going to be fouled. Looks like that one may be on Whit. Yep. Her first.
On the floor. Lady Owls will be taking it out underneath their basket.
Shelby Murray. Out to Kenzie Harold. Both teams kind of settling in now.
Yeah.
First few erratic moments there. Now it's time for the talent to come forward. Kenzie on the bounce.
Letcher's in a man-to-man defense here.
Lady to lady, Case. Lady to lady.
Huh?
Lady to lady.
Oh.
Oh, going to have a block there by Kelly Banks on Smith. Try to go cross court, and Witt picks it off. Kenzie Harold Hallenser, she's going to bring it up. Witt going to be, they're on the floor, hustling. We got a scrum, and it comes out, and whoa! Wow. That,
we have a spirited.
could have almost been a flagrant there on Letcher, to be honest with you. About to put her in a headlock from what we saw. But keep it calm. Well done, ball ladies. Lots of great hustle on both sides. That was on Lauren Boggs, her first. Lady Owls. Harold breaks through. Going to have a foul. It's like it may be on Boggs. Yep. On the hold, that's going to be 2 quick ones on Lauren.
Knew it wouldn't be long before the crowd come alive.
Baseline out of bounds, out to Addison Terry. Addison, an 8th grader for the Lady Owls, putting in big minutes right now. Saw her in the JV game as well.
Well, there's a lot of young talent on the
okay,
women's side.
Always one thing to discuss in these ladies' games. Girls mature so much quicker. You see 7th and 8th graders that are out here playing and really putting on a show. You don't see that on the boys' side very much. Harold gets into the basket but can't convert. Off to Terry. She's going to let the 3 go and knocks it down. Addison Terry.
22-19, Lady Owls with 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Brooke Bates out top. Right by Harold in the corner to Banks. To Boggs. Cross to Bates. Back to Banks. Witt. Boggs is going to attack over to Kaylee Banks. Trying to free her up for that three. Get it in the lane to Couch, and she's tied up by Terry. Will be Owsley ball. Boy, I tell you what, Addison Terry giving the Lady Owls some big minutes
Absolutely.
here. You got two seniors over there, Murray and Johnson, right now, off the floor. You got Shelby Murray and Terry in and doing well.
You know, and that's a testament to the coaching to get these young ladies ready to play. And it's that bodes well for them later on in the season when they enter the tournament play.
Building depth, getting these young ladies plenty of experience. Smith to Lynch. Lynch going to let the three go. No good. Shelby Murray with the rebound. Lynch is going to juke and drive, and she's going to be fouled by Bates. Going to be two on Brooke Bates. Folks, if you can, share this around.
Absolutely.
Share it on Facebook. I know a lot of people, they just flock to Facebook. We've got over 19,000 followers that just bing, 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 bing. We're on Facebook, but we're on YouTube tonight. So if you can share it over there, it'll help more people see the great effort and talent of these young ladies.
Absolutely, and as always, we encourage you guys to interact with us during the broadcast. You know, leave us a comment. Give it. If you want to shout out somebody, leave it in the comment section.
Lady Owls up by 5 now, 24-19 with 2:15 to go here in the second quarter. Let's see what happens. The last 2 minutes here before half is going to be crucial. One team makes a run, can make a real difference. Kaylee Banks on the baseline, up and good.
Took a little bit of contact there, but it was a good no call.
Well,
the defender was straight up.
Kaylee Banks, uber talented. Oh, my goodness. Kinsey Harold and Whit.
Emphatically sent that back.
That's a good word. I was searching for that. Yeah. nice block there by Whit. Boy, she's come in and given them some big-time minutes as a freshman. 3-5 and 5.2 rebounds a game, so you can tell she's a player. Shelby Murray off her hands, saves it back to Terry. 24-21, 1:50 to go here in the first half. Carly Smith.
Owls slowing it down. They are in the bonus. If they go to the free throw line, they'll be shooting 1-1.
Only 4 fouls here in the first half on the Lady Owls. Lynch, threw that one away. Was looking for Smith here on the side. They did not connect. It's going to give it back to the Lady Cougars, 24-21. Bates, Holcomb. Back to Bates in the corner. Looks like we've got Bailey Kinser in the game now. And Kinsey Harold pulls up, no good. Kaylee Banks with the rebound. No one cuts her off, but she finally passes off to Holcomb. Kinser to Witt, back to Kinser, over to Boggs. Boggs back to Kinser, over to Brooke Bates. 48 seconds to go here. Cross-court pass. Smith gets a hand on it, but Holcomb, and we got a double dribble on Kinser. Turnover to Owsley County. Give a shout out over there to Coach Keith Baker. Excellent guy. Does a phenomenal job there at Letcher Central. Also want to say hi to our friend up there, Mr. Manus Blair. Manus, great guy in the media, calls most of these games. And I appreciate him sending the scores throughout the season of the Lady Cougars and the Cougars.
Lady Owls content with taking the last shot, it looks like.
Also, Anthony Bersaglia that calls the games up there as well at Letcher Central. And I apologize, guys. I forgot your call sign of your radio station. Love you both. Good guys and good fellas. All right, down to 10 seconds to go. Harold getting ready to initiate the offense here. Kinser looking after her, and she's going to drive up and cannot finish. Tapped out of bounds by Whit. That ball goes towards the trophy case outside. We were over here the other day and had a ball bounce out, go through that into the men's bathroom.
Wow.
So they really had to bring out the sanitizer for that one.
No doubt. No doubt about that.
Lynch on the baseline, looking to inbound. Gets looking for Harold. Knocked away by Kinser. Nice defensive play. And that's the end of the first half. with the Lady Owls ahead 24-21 here at the Palace in Booneville.
Yeah, I'm extremely impressed by both teams. Once they settled down and started playing really efficient basketball, their defense, but that's probably the story of the game so far for both teams. They've been able to block shots. They're diving on the floor for balls. So you can tell this game means a lot to both teams, and really both fan bases, really, because as both fan bases have come alive in this game, you're looking at a score that's separated probably by free throws at this point. I would imagine, 24-21, Lady Owls are on top. It's exactly what it was billed to be in the first half, and I look for it to come down to late in the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Doing a little bit of scoring here. Folks, these 10-minute halftimes are a little bit tough to fill when you don't have commercials, but we'll do our best here to do it. You've got
Will Fugis is doing a great job, guys. Thanks for making available for all to see.
Well, we appreciate you, Will. Checks in the mail. All right, so we've got 16, 19, 21. Aha! I think I've counted it up right. No, I have not. Let's see. 10, 19, 22. Yeah. All right, so we've got at the half, it's 24-21 for Letcher Central. We got a little bit of scoring here for, 24-21 Owsley over Letcher Central here. Scoring in the first half for the Lady Owls. Had 14 in the first quarter, 10 in the second. 9 for Lexi Lynch to lead the way. Carly Smith was 7. Had all those in the first quarter. Got Kenzie Hurl with 5 and Addison Terry with a big 3 there in the first half for a total of 24. For the Letcher Central Lady Cougars, I've got Kaylee Banks with 7. Brooke Bates with 9. 3 for Lauren Boggs and a 3 for Jalen Witt, which does not add up to 21, so I've messed up someplace. Folks, I can always tell if you know my wife Elizabeth, she's a financial person, and that's I always tell everyone I married someone that can count, because I cannot. I just practice law and muddle way through the counting part of it.
Well, I went to the eye doctor today, and they started asking me questions, Brandon, and I said, well, my wife can answer every bit of this, but I can't, so let me give her a call. But she would tell you that she's probably raising 4 children, and I'm okay with that. I don't know if she is, but I am.
Well, folks, I got to tell you this. But now, in all honesty, this is so much fun. Yeah. We had a terrible incident here when we came in. I thought the camera was shot.
I'll be honest with you. I thought it was over before it started.
I've got a brand new monitor here I just bought and got yesterday for this camera, and it's shot. We bent everything on that. So as I say, every time we go somewhere, I lose something or break something. So I just continually buy equipment to put these games on. And
self-fulfilling prophecy for sure, Brandon. We come in, and we started getting things set up, and I turn around to grab a bag, and you walk over, and next thing I know, I hear thump, 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 and I turn around and look, and that camera was just bouncing off the bleachers as it went down, and I was just thinking, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And I can do nothing but stand there and watch. And but it is what it is. Like I said, when it hit the bottom, we'll see if she works.
Well, I tell you, if we were to give it a review, I'd have to say it's performing decent. I mean, it has to be. It's doing its job.
It looks good. Looks good.
Yeah.
But they had, but
we could definitely be product testers for the camera for sure.
Yeah, folks, and we're trying to set our schedule a couple of days ahead of time. But I'll just tell you the truth: the way it's working right now, I get up in the morning and see if I feel like going and doing a basketball game at night. And depends upon how bad it is with the physical court in Jackson.
Oh.
Or if we have a meeting or something in district court, then we end up coming and doing a game. Of course, yes. I'm county attorney in Breathitt County, folks. I know most people know that. I should be on the court taking pictures, but I'm up here calling games, and it's a lot of fun. But it's
well, I tell you what, Brandon. I tell you all the time, I don't envy you. I respect everything that you do, and what you've put together here at BSN is fantastic for the youth in the 14th region. And I speak for everybody that's tuning in and all the followers that check everything out that BSN does. It is greatly appreciated for sure. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on the broadcast. it's something that when I was younger, I would have
not true.
I would have loved to had follow me around and publicize some of the games that I played in, and I tell you, man, this is just absolutely phenomenal.
Well, that's really why we started it. We started doing football to show everybody Breathitt football, and what we found from that. So we brought so many of the not old guys, but the alumni of the football program that came back and started watching every game, and just big crowds on those. So started doing basketball. Last year regional tournament game, the finals between Hazard and Wolfe County, had 4 people there streaming that game. Had WYMT with it on. You had Hometown 24, great guys, and up there at Knott County with Thacker Grigsby. Had SGS and Hazard, and we had 25,000 people live on our broadcast for that regional championship game, and it was a ton of fun.
That doesn't happen without your dedication. And now listen,
about that.
Well, I mean that when I say this, because I personally have seen what you've done on a daily basis, and I've seen you put a lot of miles on the Buick, so to speak, to get from point A to point B with where BSN is, and it's phenomenal.
This year is much better because obviously I'm not at Rupp Arena for every game, and we're not going to get into all the stuff that's going on with the Cats and stuff. But I'm not, the last couple of years, last 5 years, I'm probably shot. Shooting wise, camera wise, photo, every single home game for the Cats, and went on the road with them quite a bit. Been at Louisville, did Bengals games, we did, and this year nothing. Of course, we're in NFL games, in UK, doing what they do. Everybody's up top. So to be quite honest with you, it's really not worth going to those games and shooting them unless you're on the floor. So I kind of backed out. So that gives us more time to do high school. And if you'll look at, it's just gone through the roof. Right now, folks, through our counter rolls over at 7 p.m. for whatever reason, and we can't on our website. So we invite you to go to www.bluegrasssportsnation.com. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, but mainly it's on the website. Everything goes through the website. Right now, and looking at our numbers here for this month, from January 1st till now, we've had 1,995,614 hits on the website through right now. So we're shooting for another 3 million this month. We've had a couple of 3 million months, and that's almost all exclusively on high school coverage.
And I tell you, I remember driving down the road with you, going to a Bengals game, and us looking at it, and you're like, man, it'd be something if we hit 300,000 hits. Look, and you look at that now, and we're over 1 million hits. Pushing, trying to get to 3 million. That's phenomenal.
We've done it a couple times. Really, during football season, it really soars. Yeah. And now with basketball, if you want to check us out every morning, usually like this morning, I did a story recap of the Breathitt Buckhorn game last night. Did a story recap this afternoon between clients and with people coming in and doing my real job. Now, when I tell folks we don't do BSN on county attorney work time very much. we do sneak a few things in, but it's all only before hours. I get up early in the morning, do some work before we head to the office, and did a recap of the Wolf Perry Central game last night. So we try, and thankfully I was talking about Manus and lots of other people around the region. Bobby Bowling over here sends me every scorebook from each game that they play, and we try to do recaps on those just so we can have, more attention to kids in Owsley County, kids in Powell County and Breathitt County. We're based in Breathitt, and I'm a Breathitt guy, but still yet we treat everybody around the region completely the same.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's we're not homers. And I am for football. Of course, my boys play football for Breathitt, so that's the reason I don't call games for football. I'm on the field taking pictures. Well, and we learned a hard lesson last year is you do not let parents call games where their kids are playing. And that's just don't work.
No, it's a difficult task to take on for sure. But speaking on that, we had several people last night during our broadcast brag on how we are right down the middle with our coverage here at BSN. And we're very fair with that. Of our assessment of what's going on. We're going to highlight both teams, and if we see something that if there's a call that we don't agree with, we'll do that. And here we're not for anybody in particular. We're here for the youth. and that says a lot about that
and we
sets us
don't
apart, really.
And we don't do this for the money, that's for sure. I mean, that's what we were discussing before, is that you've got professional folks here, just like the guys up at Thacker Grigsby, the guys at WSGS, and the other people down at Estill and Powell. You've got WSKV down there. They've got a professional crew together.
Yeah.
They've got broadcast crews that go out and do this and are set up to do it. We just throw it together and come to it. And, with me, with everything going on at the office, full law practice, 2 kids that are teenagers, and the county attorney's job is the hardest job in elected politics, basically, for the amount of work that you have.
Absolutely.
Not other ways, but it's a lot of stuff. But we're not looking for any acclamation out of it. We love it, and we love promoting kids, and that's our whole basis. And we're ready for the second half. Letcher Central comes out on offense. Couch. And kick it back out to Banks. Banks around to Boggs. Boggs with a little sidestep. Great move. Cannot convert, though, but Kaylee Banks tracks it down.
When you get a second chance here, you kind of want to make it happen if you're Letcher.
Lady Cougars back on the attack, man. This is a 3-point game. Lexi Lynch with the overplay takes it away. Mick Johnson. Lynch on the pass. A little bit tall for Kenzie Harold there. Another turnover for the Lady Owls.
Both teams coming out firing now.
And if you can, take the time, if you're watching this tonight and you're not already a subscriber to the YouTube channel,
Absolutely.
We need more subscribers to be able to do some live stuff on mobile devices. And that's, and like I say, a lot better platform. Into Holcomb, up and good.
24-23, Lady Owls still in control here by 1 point with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Smith fires, no good. That was Holcomb's first 2 of the game. Tori Holcomb on the move.
Ball goes out of bounds, but it will stay with the Lady Cougars.
And what a great facility here in Owsley County. I tell you, this place it's a great place. We had the All-A here. It's a great place to come and do a ball game. Cozy, but it's still great sight lines here to watch a game. You go a lot of places, bigger places, it's hard to see. Couch can't convert, pulled down by Lynch. Baseball pass up to Smith. She's going to go on the attack across the lane, up and good. Little hoop in the arm.
That's an excellent finish. You talked about it earlier. She's a finisher, and she took the contact and was able to convert there.
Fouls
so
on
she can do
Bates.
the old-fashioned three-point play.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was fouls on Holcomb. That's her second. First of the half on the Lady Cougars, and Smith up with the free throw, and she's money.
As you were saying, Brandon, this facility is fantastic. They've done an excellent job with it. I remember when I was younger, it definitely didn't look like this, but it's beautiful.
Well, we've kind of found a home over here too. It's between Breathitt and Wolf, and now Owsley. Bates going to let a 3 go. No good. High bounce. Couch with a nice rebound off to Boggs. Boggs going to drive in, kick it back out to Banks for the 3. No good. But Bates is in there for the rebound and the putback. We're going to have a foul on Lexi Lynch. That's her second. That's going to send Bates to the line. Brooke Bates is a warrior.
WXKQ said, thanks, man.
Ooh, Bates missed the first. And again, folks, I know it's tough to watch these games without a scoreboard on the screen and stuff. Ty Back, our producer, does just such a wonderful job if you ever see what he does on a regular broadcast. So I think we've got one of the best graphics packages, sponsors on the screen, run commercials, best broadcast you'll see when we put a full broadcast together. But it's just not possible every night. We're not professionals. We all have other jobs. Lexi Lynch up, no good. Going to have a jump ball. So it's not possible for us to do that every night. So apologize for if we try to keep you updated of what the scoring time is.
Well, you got a guy sitting next to you here that is probably computer illiterate, to say the least, when it comes to technology. So I know I'm not much help setting stuff up, but I absolutely have a blast doing this.
Well, could have used some help instead of me putting a camera down about 5 flights of bleachers here earlier. Okay. But it's working. Harold on the move, kicks it over to Mick Johnson. No good. And that's over the backboard. Going to be Letcher Central ball with 5:32 to go. This game in the third quarter.
This game is shaping up just like the JV game did. I'm telling you, it's about mirror image.
Owsley 27-24. Both these teams, you know, the Letcher Central Lady Cougars come in at 3-3, but they're not playing, you know, today. Well done by Kira Couch.
Chris McGill, I hope I pronounced that right, says, thank you for doing this. You all are amazing.
Wow. Haven't been called that in a while.
How much did you pay him to say that, Brendan?
They don't say that in district court.
I guarantee they don't. Probably not in the physical court either.
Child support and other stuff I do.
Oh, no.
All right. Lady Owls back on the attack. Smith. Pace of play slow. Smith probing. Lynch cuts across the middle. Kicks out to the wing. Thinks about the three. Drives on Banks. Takes the baseline. Little step back, and Banks got a piece of that one. Yeah, here comes Bates. Bates in a hurry. We kick it off to Holcomb. Holcomb back to Lauren Boggs. Boggs down the lane. Back out to Bates. She lets a three go. Oh, wow. Man, the Lady Owls got lucky there. Bates doesn't miss many of those. Here goes Harold on the attack. Good defense by Holcomb. And we've got
We'll call a foul.
One black. Fouls on Holcomb. That's going to be her third.
Something to keep the eye on going forward. That's 3 fouls.
That's a second team foul on Letcher Central. Inbounds back to Smith.
Keith Wright, while we got a whistle there, Keith Wright just said, guys, keep up the work here. I'm down in Nashville area. Glad I have a link to mountain basketball. Thanks to y'all.
Well, we stay right here in the 55th and the 56th and cover the other teams on a print basis. Smith with the first. Got it. You know, we've and the people in the 14th are really, really blessed. You've got all these people streaming these and by district. And Smith misses the second, pulled down by Banks. And we all do it for free. You know, you don't have to pay a subscription like the NFHS stuff where you have to pay a subscription, which is walk on couch, going to be turned back over. And so you can tune in almost every night on BSN or any of the other SKV, SGS, those radio stations, and see a game. I watch a lot and share with a bunch of the others.
Oh, yeah.
Lynch misses. Here comes Boggs. Boggs and deflected by Smith. Got whipped back in the game. Off to Bates. Bates to Boggs. Over to Banks. Banks kicks it back to Boggs. Over to Bates. Bates. Oh, and that one's blocked by Lexi Lynch. But Banks tracks it down. Kicks it over to Boggs. Boggs from 15. Good.
Set her feet. Took her time and connected on that.
28-28, 3:15 to go here in the third quarter from the Palace in Booneville, USA.
Tell you from just joining in, we have an absolute classic on our hands here. It's 28-28 in the third period. You guys share the link here and get it out to as many people as you can because they're going to see an absolute classic of a finish, I believe, Brendan. Lady Owls are content with slowing things down a little bit.
I think I'll make a call right here. First one to 40 wins.
Well, you just answered our one of our viewers' questions.
Oh,
who do you think is going to win?
Oh,
That's actually Chris. Chris McGill asked, "Who do you think is going to win?"
Could have been over and back there, but they did not call it. Got a 30 for Owsley County, and well, we got a battle shaping up. You know, both of these teams. Owsley's only loss to date was was Hazard, who came over here and defeated them 47-40 last week. And I apologize, we had some calls of whether or not we were coming to do that game. At that time, Hazard was winless, but they put on a good show. Annie Harris and Haley Caudill up there at Hazard came in and took the Owls down. So, last night both teams did play. Owsley coasted over Lee 52-18, and the Lady Cougars took a loss to Madison Southern 66-63. So, kind of looking at a common opponent. Both teams have played Knott Central, who was outstanding, Coach Jeff Honeycutt, and they had a big lead, I believe, 13 at halftime over Letcher Central. Letcher Central stormed back out, scored them by 15, and win that one 55-53 last week in Hyman. So those two teams will meet once again in Whitesburg, and then more than likely in the 53rd District Finals, and that's going to be a foul on Witt. And then last year they met 4 times. That 4th time was in the 14th Region Championship game. That tournament's going to be at Prairie Central this year.
Letcher Central really not happy with that call. He's Murray chasing the ball game for the Lady Owls.
28-28, 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Mick Johnson on the wing. Carly Smith guarded by Boggs. Looking for Lynch in the lane. Up, no good. Thinks we're going to get a foul on Kaylee Banks.
See, that's something that they've went away from when in the first half. They were driving to the basket, drawing fouls, and they've kind of went away from that.
It's 2 on Banks. It's going to send – that's 5 team fouls now on Letcher Central. That's only 1 for the Owls. Lynch at the line for number 1, and it bounces off.
Your score with 1:43 seconds left in the third period is 28-28.
Lynch with the dribble for 2. Up, and got that one.
Lady Owls recaptured the lead there, 29-28.
Gets Lexi in double figures at 10 on the night. Witt over to Boggs. Boggs looking for Couch. Bates. Back to Witt. Got a little quiet in here.
It did.
Witt out top. I think the fans are getting a little anxious. Brooke Bates. Couch on the block. Taken away by Mick Johnson. Comes Lexi Lynch in a hurry. She's looking to score up on the baseline and dribbles off.
If you're Lady Owls, you live with that, though. She had an open
nice
look.
move. And going to have a foul on Kenzie Harrell.
Got a reach in on number 5 there.
Yep, second on Kenzie. Second team foul for the Owls. 57 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Wow, we'll let that get away from us. 29-28 for the Owls. There's a pass into Couch. Couch with a little spin around shot, no good. Lexi Lynch with another rebound for the Owls. Lynch.
This is the kind of time that you expect your seniors to step up and make plays, and Lexi's kind of taking on that role. You see it. You can see it in her body language.
Kenzie out top, 25 seconds to go, 29-28. Owsley.
Content with taking the last shot again. Like they're pulling a Al Holland.
Yeah. Hey,
Hold
buddy,
that ball.
Almost every hazard game you go to, it gets down to the end of the quarter. Al pulls it out and waits for his shot. Lynch on the scoop and good. At the buzzer, Lexi Lynch for the Lady Owls. Lexi had 3 in the quarter, gives her 12 on the game. Really the low-scoring quarter there. Yeah. We only had 3, 5, 7 points for the Lady Owls to give them 31.
Brandon, I'm a cheer dad, and it's good to see cheerleaders on the baseline again.
Yep. Got a picture of those ladies. We'll give it up on the internet.
Again, if you guys are just tuning in, you're in for a treat. It's 31-28 with 8. We're going into the final period, so share this broadcast. Get it out there. See how many we can get in here.
Defensive battle. Little Xander Terry action down in front of us. Played at Jackson City last year. He's in Jackson County now. It's his younger sister, I believe, Addison, out there on the floor.
Okay.
Xander, a great kid. Both teams scored 7 points in that third quarter. Something to watch out for here is that the Lady Cougars have 5 fouls. Owls only 2 at this point. So pretty soon the Owls may be in the 1-1. Got Witt to inbound to Bates.
Buckle up, Brandon. I'm telling you.
Couch. And we're going to have a held ball on Johnson. Going to be a jump ball over to Owsley County. That's why we made the drive over.
That's exactly right.
Right, and 30 is not an easy drive.
Oh, when you sent me the message this morning at the break of daylight, I was like, what's going on? And I seen it. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm all about this.
I told Bobby, I said, well, see how we feel when I get up in the morning. And we had that big breakdown last night at Wolf County. A bunch of took me a long time to get home last night. Got a foul. That time on Witt. Got that. That is her third. 6 now on the Lady Cougars.
(31-28), Lady Owls still in control of the game.
Oh, nice interception there by Witt on Harold. She's double team, kicks it over to Boggs. Boggs going to drive down the lane and up with the nice little kind of a half hook shot there for Lauren Boggs.
She's gotten in the lane quite a bit tonight.
But Carly Smith back quickly. You can see why Carly Smith is a big name on the summer circuit right now. She can play.
Oh, yeah.
I think she picked up a foul there, though. Yep, that's going to be her first.
Pace is definitely picking up here.
Bates with the rock. Over to Boggs. Witt in the corner to Banks. Mick Johnson is D'ing her up there. Got this 2-3 zone going. Boggs. Harold, she drives on the baseline, cut off by Lynch. Back to Witt. Boggs. Back to Witt, drives down the lane, taken away. Shelby Murray, here comes Carly Smith on the run. Going to take it at Bates, up, no good. Bates with really good defense there.
Defense.
She held her ground, did an excellent job. That could come back to be a big play at the end of this one.
Yep, and transition defense like that, to hold your ground, go vertical like that, and not get a call, that's excellent defense.
Third on Kenzie Harrell. Witt up to Bates. Bates going to take it all the way up and good. Wow, Brooke Bates
has had an excellent ball game today.
Gives her 12 on the night. Comes Carly Smith. 6:14 to go, 33-32, turning out exactly as we suspected between these two heavyweights here in the 14th region on the ladies' side. Timeout.
Got a full timeout.
Full timeout for Coach Smith. 5:55 to go here in the third. 1-point game, 33-32.
Glad Coach called that timeout. I think it give everybody a chance to catch their breath there.
Well, I mean, we've got some, this regional tournament coming up as you look across the region, up there in the 53rd, you've got Letcher and Knott, basically, and Knott County is just, great girls. I mean, this was just an absolute barn burner over here in that All-A regional game. Owsley hit some big shots to pull that one out, between Abby Maggard and Kara Mullins and Presley Fletcher and Brooke Mason. The Coach Honeycutt is one of the best you'll find. They do an excellent job. Coach Baker, just titan battles there in the 53rd. In the 54th, you've got Hazard, who has not the best record, but they got a ton of talent. They're coming together. Coach Josh Hurts taking them over now. You've got Perry Central, Coach Misty McAlarness, and then Leslie County. Leslie County with got some quality, and they're very young at Leslie County. Iris Napier and had the bowling girl come over, so they're really really good. In the 55th, Breathitt, and then 56, you've got Owsley, so you've got some contenders here. Should be a great regional tournament. We'll see who makes it out of those teams to the regional tournament. Okay, we're 5:40 to go here in the fourth. Owls by a point. Got Addison Terry back in the game. Gave him some big minutes in the first half. Guarded by Banks. Boggs is on Smith. Smith with the hesitation. Cuts back. Goes across the lane. Boggs moving her feet well. Terry's going to let a three go, and no good. But Lexi Lynch Johnson gets the rebound. Offensive rebound for the Owls. Going to give it back to Carly Smith. That's her spot.
Yeah, you can't be giving her a second chance.
Same footsteps where she hit 2 of the big threes in the All-A finals right there in that spot.
Ice water in the veins.
Boggs, 4-point game now. Holcomb's going to let a 2 go and got it. Tori Holcomb.
36-34 with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the ball game.
Kinsey Harold on the bounce. Coach Baker gets a little switch going there, puts Boggs over on Smith. And definitely wanted to, they've got Bates on Lynch and Boggs on Smith.
Boggs is really being tenacious with her defense.
She sure has been. Harold going to kick it to Mick Johnson. Johnson lets it go. No good. And pulled down by Witt. Jalen Witt with a big rebound. Kicks it up to Lauren Boggs. Boggs over to Holcomb. Holcomb's going to let another 3 go. No good. And, jump ball. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. What a play.
4:08 to go. 36-34, Owsley. Pass into Boggs in the lane. Boggs is going to step across up and can't convert that one off. Here comes Carly Smith on the breakaway. Up and good.
38-34, Lady Owls with
Letcher,
3 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Letcher had a good shot, just didn't go down. Boggs back. Witt. Holcomb. Kaylee Banks in the lane. Back to Witt. Lauren Boggs around to Bates. Bates through the legs. Go back over to Witt. Witt's going to let the 3 go. No good. And Addison Terry with the big rebound. 3:30 to go in this one. 38-34. Owls, we'll see if my first to 40 pans out.
Lady Owls definitely going to slow it down here.
Kinsey Harold, excellent ball handler. Poked away by Witt, just as I say that, and Harold fouls her. Wow, Witt with some great defense there. It's going to be on Kinsey Harold.
High risk, high reward.
I've got that as number 4 on Kinsey, and it is. Neither team still yet in. Well, Owsley will be on the bonus in the next foul. Witt gets it over to Bates. Bates avoids Lynch down the lane, up and good.
Wow.
Brooke Bates.
38-36, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the ball game. Lady Owls on top.
Terry, they're going to Smith. Smith against Boggs. And Lynch out of bounds to Letcher Central.
You may be right, Brendan. First one to 40.
Think so? Bates at the point. Holcomb. Banks and Carly Smith pokes it away, but Boggs gets it back. Going to drive down to on the baseline, but back out to Holcomb. Cross court to Bates. Brooke drives in the lane across to Boggs.
Long two.
Right foot on the line. And Addison Terry with another big rebound. And going to have a foul on Holcomb. That's 4 on Holcomb. That's going to send Terry to the line for the 1+1. That's a 7th-team foul. Big spot here for an 8th grader.
Huge. Huge spot. 38-36, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ball game. Lady Owls at the line.
It is a 1+1 now. Terry with the first. Up. Got it. Wow.
Clutch. Free throw.
That one did not draw iron.
No.
Makes it a 3-point game, 39-36, 2:10 to go. Terry will have the second.
To make it a 2-possession game.
Up. No good on that one. Back rims it. Witt comes down with it. Bates over to Boggs. And Boggs going to drive in the lane, and she's bumped.
Yeah, it's a good call.
That one's going to be on Cherry.
You know, depending on which side you're on here, you could disagree with the rest, but I think they've done a fairly good job tonight calling this game.
Boggs going to drive in, up with the little turnaround.
Wow.
Good. Lauren Boggs.
I'm telling you.
1
Impressive.
point game. Yeah, I follow that philosophy. The same with judges and everybody else.
Yeah.
If I don't do their job, I don't criticize. Going to time out. We're going to go 30 for Travis Smith. Wow, we're down on it here, Case, and this is everything that we expected. 39-38. Yeah, it'll set the team fouls. 7 on Letcher Central, 6 for Owsley. So both teams will be in the bonus on the next whistle. And it may come down to free throw shooting. It's one thing about YouTube, you don't get as many comments.
No, yeah, I keep checking it.
Facebook floods you.
I like to interact with our audience. I don't know. That's just me though. But we're at now, Brandon. I'm showing we have over 90 viewers right now. I'd love to see it hit 100 before this ball game ends because this thing is going to absolutely be a classic finish.
Yeah, we were up to 130 there a while ago.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Well then let's hit 200.
No, it's a little bit tougher to do on YouTube than Facebook. Because Facebook, they charted a little bit different. Off to Harold. Nice little give and go. Up and good. Kenzie Harold. Set play by Coach Smith out of that timeout. Worked well.
41-38.
1:15 to go. Witt thinks about it. Back to Boggs. Boggs is going to drive down the lane, up and well done. Lauren Boggs. Boggs, I've got her with 8 here in the second half and 11 on the game. She's really come alive for the Lady Cougars here down the stretch.
Let's see what gets drawn up here out of this timeout. We got 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the ball game. It is 41-40. Lady Owls leading the Lady Cougars, and what has lived up to the billing. We have 2 heavyweights going at it tonight in the 14th region, and I fully expect them to be in contention for that 14th regional title later on in this season as well. Keith Wright said, I don't have Facebook, so keep it on YouTube. Well, right, Mr. Wright, you're going to love it then because we're planning on trying to make the switch and stay with YouTube.
Well, when we have a regular broadcast, it'll be on both, but you have to choose one or two with these scaled-down broadcasts, and YouTube is better for not cutting us off. All right, and Lynch is going to be fouled by Banks. Going to be 3 on Banks. I think we may be on the top 10 list for Facebook for blocking us when there's music playing in the background. And we've experienced that many times, and so it's really, as I'll say it again, Facebook is not a good medium to broadcast these games on. Quality's not good either. So, all right, here we go with Lexi Lynch at the line. Up and good. Lynch.
Big free throw coming right here.
With the second. Got it. Makes it a 3-point game now. 1:05 to go. 43-40. Owls.
Lady Cougars are still just running their offense.
Holcomb. Witt. Set up Holcomb. She's going to drive the lane. And ball's poked away. And Kenzie Harrell with a big deflection. Has possession. She comes.
Coaching staff for Owsley County is telling them, hold the ball.
Kaylee Banks. The foul. Be 4 on Kaylee.
35 seconds left in the ball game. It's 43-40, Lady Owls.
He's going to send Kenzie Harold to the line. Trying to find my stats here.
Got a timeout by Letcher.
That gives me time. Kinsey shoots it right now at 61.5%. She's 16 for 26 on the season. So.
These two teams, Brandon, I fully expect them to be right in the thick of it when it comes time for the 14th region to be decided.
There's no doubt about that. They'll both be there, and when you've got, it's all in who you draw and which side that you go to when you get to the regional tournament, because Knott and Letcher will be on one side each if they do come out. If something substantial doesn't happen and they both come out, one of each will be on one side of the bracket, so you're going to get one of the two. And it's Hurl with the first, bottoms it.
It's now a two-possession ball game. 35 seconds left in the game. Lady Owls are up 44-40.
Hurl with the second, bounces out. Boggs on the move, takes it down the lane up, and she's fouled, and it rolls off. Oh, man, that was big if that could have gone down.
I think the roof might have come off the place if that would have fell, especially on the far side there.
Waiting to see who that foul was on. Well, we don't know. So the Boggs will go to the line. And first one rolls off.
Another timeout by Letcher Central.
Well, that foul was on Shelby Murray's, and that's her first of the game. So what's on the board is right. I just don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. Yeah, that so Letcher with a big chance there. I mean, that ball rolls off the rim on the possible M1 and does not connect on the front end of the two here. So it 4-point game with 29.6 to go. Again, folks, the schedule the rest of the week is we'll have Breathitt and Buckhorn ladies tomorrow night from the Coliseum, the Farcio Woods Coliseum in Jackson, Kentucky. And then on Friday night, we'll have Breathitt Jackson on the hill and Breathitt Wolf Boys on the main broadcast. Boggs misses the second. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Wow.
Definitely a hard foul there. Referee calls it just a hard foul here.
Yeah, we'll just, you folks saw it, we'll just leave it where it is.
I'm glad she's all right. But she's going to have to go to the line and shoot some free throws.
She's coming out. Somebody else will have to go in and shoot it. Looks like it's going to be Mick Johnson coming back in the game. Lexi Lynch was trying to walk to the line there. It's not going to happen. Mick Johnson came in. She has to shoot for the injured Addison Terry. That was on.
She seems to be okay on the sideline for our viewers.
I thought it was on Boggs, but Mick Johnson with the first. No good. 27 seconds to go. 4-point game. Johnson on the dribble for the second. It's up and no good. Rolls off.
25 seconds left in the game.
Comes Bates on the move. Bates goes around Johnson, cut off by Murray, and body, and there's going to be a foul on Letcher Central. Murray stood her ground there. And that foul looks like it's going to be on Holcomb. That's going to be her fifth. And bring Couch back into this game. Going to sing Lexi Lynch to the line. That's a 10th on the Lady Owls, so it'll be 2 shots. The timeout, Letcher Central. 17 to go. Lexi Lynch at the line. Lexi shoots it at almost 84%. And
okay, so this is the only meeting between these two teams this season.
Yep. This will be, unless, in the COVID era, unless something gets rescheduled. There's games that come and go on a nightly basis now, and it's hopefully the schedules are pretty well set. But, it's
I wouldn't mind seeing this one again, Brendan.
You probably will at not probably, it's possible at John C. Combs Arena.
Definitely two talented ball clubs right here.
Both experienced. Letcher's been through the wars. The All-A win for Owsley was big. The experience of it. Letcher Lynch knocks it down.
45-40 with 17 seconds left.
So
the Lady Owls leading.
Lynch, place goes quiet. Up, knocked it down. Lexi Lynch, big down the stretch here at the line, 4 for 4 in this fourth quarter. Got over to Kaylee Banks, and that's tipped away by Lynch on the deflection. 9.8 to go here in this game. 46-40, Owsley County. Bates, let's go, a long three, and no good. Pulled down by Boggs, and Lynch blocks it, but Boggs gets it back, no good, and that's the game as the Owsley County Lady Owls take the victory, 46-40 in a good one here between two excellent teams.
You called it, Brendan. First one to 40 won the ball game. It's 46-40. The Lady Owls win in an absolute barn burner, and I think there's nothing that the Lady Cougars can hold their head about. They need to keep their head up because they played an excellent ball club tonight, and they're right in the thick of it.
On the road, in a hostile environment.
You fall to 3-4 on the season, but your record doesn't show just how good of a ball club you are, and I fully expect them to be right in it come playoff time when it counts. And like you were talking about earlier, the Lady Owls of Owsley could really make some noise in the All-A if they could shoot the ball like they have been.
They have a good draw. I think they played the 12th region. Can't remember the team. Chad Rudd filled me in on that, but I can't recall. So, adding up the scores here, again, I'm challenged in that way, so let me make sure I get it right.
While you're doing that, we'll go over our schedule again this week. Tomorrow night we have Buckhorn and Breathitt ladies, and that's going to be at the Coliseum, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then on Friday we have the game that I'll be on, which is the Jackson City girls and the Breathitt County Lady Cats at Jackson City, and then you will be down in Campton.
That's right.
For the Wolf-Breathitt matchup.
Rose Gymnasium.
Which I am extremely excited about seeing the outcome of that ball game, as both of those teams are very talented and are at the top of the region. I know Wolf struggled the other night against Perry Central, but I fully expect them to bounce back.
Perry Central, excellent basketball team. It was good. Coach Shannon Hoskins got his first win of the year. They live and breathe basketball in Perry County, so they're going to be there at the end. All right, we got some final scores here now for the ball game. The winners in this one, the Owsley County Lady Owls, moved to 7-1 on the season. Had Carly Smith leading the way with 18 points here tonight. Lexi Lynch for 16, Kenzie Hurl with 8, and Amelia Murley with 4. And that was Addison Terry with 4. So only 4 Lady Owls scored in this game for a total of 46. 4 Letcher Central, 40 points on the night. They were led in scoring by Brooke Bates with 14, 10 for Lauren Boggs, 4 for Tori Holcomb, 2 for Kiera Couch, 3 for Jalen Witt, and 7 for Kaylee Banks in the game. So that'll put a wrap on it, Case. I'll tell you what, it was everything we expected. When you come in here with two teams that have the experience and the talent that these two teams do, it was a excellent setup. So we appreciate you coming along with us, and we apologize again, for not having the full broadcast here. We could, it's tough to keep up with. We try to keep you abreast of it, but we have a good time doing it. We appreciate you being along. So this is Brendan Miller, Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back at you again tomorrow night from the Coliseum. Somebody will. I may not be there, but we'll have the game on live for you. And then Friday, again, we'll have 2 games for you. I don't think we're about the only bunch around us trying to stream multiple games at a time, and that's the reason for the pared down cast that we have here. And then Saturday, don't know where we'll be, if we'll be anywhere, probably in bed at the house because these turn into late nights, but it's loads of fun. So for Casey Allen, this is Brendan Miller. We're going to close this one up as Owsley County 7-1, 46-40 over Letcher Central, folks. Tune in if you can. Give us a like. Give us a subscription out there. Like us on Facebook. That way you can keep up with us with what we do on BSM. We appreciate you. And from the Palace, good night.